Then I go to the green room, which is probably their bedroom or something.
But you don't have to paint it green.
Right.
That's just what they say in Hollywood.
And then there's a break, and everybody mingles and drinks during the break. I come out, I do another 45-minute set, and then, after the end of that set is when I stay out, sell CDs, mingle, meet and greet. And it's a more personal way of seeing a performer than going to a smoky bar or a bar where people are drinking or talking, because it's really singer-songwriter music,
So what if they sell 100 seats and they make $2,000?
Then we have to discuss that.
Okay.
We have to discuss,
percentages above and beyond.
Right. I might have to take a percentage of that to help the travel costs.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds fair.
And
can they donate $5?
Sure. And everybody's name will be printed on their
even $5
on the
ones?
CD. I will print everybody's name.
That's really cool.
Because
I know there's lots of people who'd love to give what they can, and sometimes it's $5, $10.
As donors, yeah, when you're $1,000 donee, you get the house concert, you get free CDs. You also can have the opportunity to, I can list, like if you're with PETA or with a logo of some sort.
You'll toss in.
But I have to approve it too. I'm not going to list, people for Charles Manson or something like that. I don't know. I mean, you have to really take time to get to know somebody.
You do. There's really no way to diagnose.
Aren't we all a little sociopath and a little narcissistic?
Yeah,
like little bits of pieces of that.
Yes, and you raise a really good point, which I had a therapist who said this to me once, and it makes total sense. It's actually just true that any personality disorder symptom that you can name, all of us do it. All of us have it. It's when it reaches a balance that tips the scales that it becomes a diagnosis.
Or a true disorder.
Or a disorder. So it's all just human behavior. It's all just forgivable, understandable human behavior to some degree. But when it tips a scale, it becomes a disorder or a diagnosable personality disorder. That's when you have problems, because there's different rules for those people. So what would it require for someone like that to change? Well, for any change, it would first require that that person wants to change. There's usually two ways people end up in therapy. One is they've gone of their own accord because they are feeling the emotional strife and something's not working in their life and they want to fix it. Or they've been court-ordered or forced to by their family. The latter are usually the harder cases. Those are people that are there because they're being pressured into it, and they aren't really committed to change. The problem with sociopaths is they aren't going to feel that emotional discomfort that leads a person into therapy, that leads a person to want to change. This is working for them. And maybe it's not. Maybe they have a lot of discord in their life and they can't really put their finger on why, but I'll tell you one thing they don't put their finger on: themselves. They'll see the discord, but there's always a reason why it's there, and it's never because of their own behavior. It's always someone else that's responsible for the situation. That's another key thing.
This is getting complicated.
Right. We can judge people very shallowly on their clothing or their looks or their car, their position in the world, on their religion, on where they live, on what they do. But how often do we pay close enough attention to see if they're either a person with a conscience or a person without? The presence or absence of a conscience is a deep human division. It's arguably far more significant than intelligence, race, gender, religion. The presence or absence of a conscience should absolutely be the deciding factor on how we give each other value. So why is the world such a dangerous place if only 4% of the people in it are considered sociopaths? It's the other 96%. The other 96% that do have a conscience, that hang back and are afraid of that 4%. That's what I believe. And Albert Einstein said, and I quote, "The world is not a dangerous place because of the evil people in it. It's because of the other people that don't do anything about it."